On one occasion the Lord was dwelling at Savatthi in Jeta's Grove, Anathapindika's park. Now on that occasion King Pasenadi of Kosala had returned from the war front, victorious in battle, his purpose having been achieved. Then King Pasenadi of Kosala set out for the park. He went by carriage as far as the ground was suitable for a carriage, and then he dismounted from his carriage and entered the park on foot. Now on that occasion a number of bhikkhus were walking back and forth in the open air. Then King Pasenadi of Kosala approached those bhikkhus and asked them, "Bhante, where is the Lord, the Arahant, the perfectly enlightened one now dwelling? For I wish to see the Lord, the Arahant, the perfectly enlightened one. Great King, that is his dwelling with the closed door. Approach it quietly. Without hurrying, enter the porch, clear your throat, and tap on the bolt. The Lord will open the door for you." Then, King Pasenadi of Kosala went quietly up to the dwelling with the closed door. Without hurrying, he entered the porch, cleared his throat, and tapped on the bolt. The Lord opened the door. Then King Pasenadi of Kosala entered the dwelling, prostrated himself with his head at the Lord's feet, and covered the Lord's feet with kisses and caressed them with his hands, pronouncing his name. "Bhante, I am King Pasenadi of Kosala. Bhante, I am King Pasenadi of Kosala. But, great King, what reasons do you have for showing such supreme honor to this body and displaying such an offering of loving kindness? Bhante, it is out of my gratitude and thankfulness that I show such supreme honor toward the Lord and display such an offering of loving kindness to him. For, Bhante, the Lord is practicing for the welfare of many people, for the happiness of many people. He has established many people in the noble method, that is, in the way of the good Dhamma, in the way of the beneficial Dhamma. This is one reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord and display such an offering of loving kindness to him. Again, Bhante, the Lord is virtuous, of mature behavior, of noble behavior, of beneficial behavior, possessing beneficial behavior. This is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again, Bhante, for a long time the Lord has been a forest dweller who resorts to remote lodgings in forests and jungle groves. Since that is so, this is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again, Bhante, the Lord is content with any kind of robe, alms food, lodging, and medicines and provisions for the sick. This is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again, Bhante, the Lord is worthy of gifts, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, worthy of reverential salutation, an unsurpassed field of merit for the world. This is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again, Bhante, the Lord gets to hear at will, without trouble or difficulty, talk concerned with the austere life that leads to the elimination of defilements, that is conducive to opening up the heart, that is, talk on fewness of desires, on contentment, on solitude, on not getting bound up with others, on arousing energy, on virtuous behavior, on samadhi, on panna, on liberation, on the knowledge and vision of liberation. This is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again, Bhante, the Lord gains at will, without trouble or difficulty, the four jhanas that constitute the higher mind and are pleasant dwellings in this very life. This is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again, Bhante, the Lord recollects his manifold past abodes. That is, 1 rebirth, 2 rebirths, 3 rebirths, 4 rebirths, 5 rebirths, 10 rebirths, 20 rebirths, 30 rebirths, 40 rebirths, 50 rebirths, 100 rebirths, 1,000 rebirths, 100,000 rebirths, many eons of world dissolution, many eons of world evolution, many eons of world dissolution and world evolution. Thus, there I was so named, of such a clan, with such an appearance, such was my food, such my experience of pleasure and pain, such any lifespan. Passing away from there, I was reborn elsewhere, and there too I was so named, of such a clan, with such an appearance, such was my food, such my experience of pleasure and pain, such my lifespan. Passing away from there, I was reborn here. Thus he recollects his manifold past abodes with their aspects and details. Since that is so, this is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again. Bhante. With the divine eye, which is purified and surpasses the human. The Lord sees beings passing away and being reborn, inferior and superior, beautiful and ugly, fortunate and unfortunate, and he understands how beings fare, in accordance with their karma thus. These beings who engaged in misconduct by body, speech, and mind, who reviled the noble ones, held wrong view, and undertook karma based on wrong view, with the breakup of the body, after death, have been reborn in the plane of misery, in a bad destination, in the lower world, in hell. But these beings who engaged in good conduct by body, speech, and mind, who did not revile the noble ones, who held right view, and undertook karma based on right view, with the breakup of the body, after death, have been reborn in a good destination, in the heavenly world. Thus with the divine eye, which is purified and surpasses the human, he sees beings passing away and being reborn, inferior and superior, beautiful and ugly, fortunate and unfortunate, and he understands how beings fare in accordance with their karma. Since that is so, this is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord. Again. Bhante. With the destruction of the taints. The Lord has realized for himself with direct knowledge, in this very life, the taintless liberation of mind, liberation by wisdom, and having entered upon it, he dwells in it. Since that is so, this is another reason I show such supreme honor toward the Lord and display such an offering of loving kindness to him. And now, Bhante, we must be going. We are busy and have much to do. You may go, great king, at your own convenience. Then King Pasenadi of Kosala rose from his seat, paid homage to the Lord, circumambulated him keeping the right side toward him, and departed. 4. Upali. Pali versions. Pali English version and Pali Devanagari version. Upali. Then the venerable Upali approached the Lord, paid homage to him, sat down to one side, and said to him, Bhante, on how many grounds has the Tathagata prescribed the training rules for his disciples and recited the Patimokkha? It is, Upali, on 10 grounds that the Tathagata has prescribed the training rules for his disciples and recited the Patimokkha. What 10? For the well-being of the Sangha. For the ease of the Sangha. For keeping recalcitrant persons in check, so that welk-behaved bhikkhus can dwell at ease. For the restraint of taints pertaining to this present life. For the dispelling of taints pertaining to future lives. So that those without confidence might gain confidence. And for increasing the confidence of those with confidence. For the continuation of the good Dharma. And for promoting discipline. It is on these 10 grounds that the Tathagata has prescribed the training rules for his disciples and recited the Patimokkha. Suspending. Bhante, how many reasons are there for suspending the Patimokkha? There are, Upali, 10 reasons for suspending the Patimokkha. What 10? One who has committed a parajika is sitting in that assembly. A discussion about one who has committed a parajika is underway. One not fully ordained is sitting in that assembly. A discussion about one not fully ordained is underway. One who has given up the training is sitting in that assembly. A discussion about one who has given up the training is underway. A eunuch is sitting in that assembly. A discussion about a eunuch is underway. A seducer of a bhikkhuni is sitting in that assembly. A discussion about a seducer of a bhikkhuni is underway. These are the 10 reasons for suspending the Patimokkha.